It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.
Playoff P. In order to see him, we got to pause the podcast. So he can focus. Let me give you the new school definition of focus. Because the old school definition was to have one dot on the wall and stare at it and eat, sleep, consume only it. I am a basketball. I play basketball, etc. Wake up. I'm a basketball player. That's all I do. Eat, sleep, basketball. That was the old school mindset. And it wasn't even true. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, etc. If you want to really look into it, they didn't just play basketball. We know that, right? We've heard the stories. Let's just leave it there. So it's art to being first in and last out. It's a perception to it. It ain't reality. You don't have to do that to be the one, to be the man, to be a champion. That said, it certainly wins in the game of life if you at least give off that impression. Well, Playoff P, Paul George, is now pausing his podcast so he can give off that impression. You know what new school focus is? To have 1,000,000 dots on the wall and knowing which ones to prioritize. Not old school, just one dot. I am a basketball player. New school, got 1 trillion things up there. I know which ones are most important at what time. We're going to debate that as we get through this with Paul George, because Paul George, pausing this, there's a lot of people talking, but don't trust me. Let's listen to the man say it himself first.
Fellas, it's no secret this season is up to this point, man, it hasn't been what we envisioned. I know my goal when I first signed with Philadelphia was to bring a championship to these amazing fans here. I still remain positive about that, and that is still the case and where I'm coming from. With that being said, though, I want to let the Podcast P family know that after today's episode with Dwight, I plan to take a break from the pod just to focus on getting my body right, getting mentally right, and, you know, help this squad make a push towards our goal to finish the season out, give ourselves a chance to be in contentions to compete for a championship. I won't front. The desire to get back to shooting in person with my guys as well is the forefront of, you know, this hiatus as well. I look forward to us three being back together and doing this as we once started this. So we'll be back on that note. Be sure to lock in with us because we got some big things in store in our future. In the meantime, y'all be easy. From Podcast P, love and peace.
Man, damn. Does one have to do with the other? Does it? Because if it did, I don't think Paul George, some of your favorite player's favorite player, would have even done this if this was a heavy lift. First of all, as I know, doing podcast, it ain't Paul George. It ain't that heavy a lift. And if it were, you wouldn't have signed up for it. And if it's not, then why you got to let it go? That's my first reaction to it. But I ain't the only one reacted to it before we really get into this. Yeah, it caused a little bit of a firestorm, and people got words to say to Paul George. You already know how the game goes. So let's listen to those words. But
oh, yeah.
First,
let me tell y'all about PrizePicks, the best place to win some cold, hard cash while watching the games you love. This app is so easy to use, you'll feel like a GM making moves on game day. All you got to do is pick more or less on a few player stats. Football, basketball, MMA, esports, whatever gets you hyped. They got it. You can play in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Come on now. And the payouts, fast and safe. You hit that winning lineup, oh, your money's in your pocket as quick as 15 minutes. That's quicker than halftime adjustments, baby. Oh, and did I mention Taco Tuesdays? Each Tuesday, PrizePicks hooks you up with discounts on select players so you get even more value. But here's the kicker. New users, PrizePicks will guarantee you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. You ain't got to win. You just got to play. Just use the promo code WileyWins. Download the app, and you're good to go. So whether you're trying to turn $10 into $1,000 cash, or you just want that easy $50 bonus, PrizePicks has you covered. So let's get this money and keep the action rolling, baby. Boy.
Boy. Let's get into this. Some of these reactions. Because, boy, I'm going to walk y'all down this hill, and we're going to talk through this one. Because I don't like this. Got my man looking real fraudulent out here like he ain't focused. Now, you've been focused. It just ain't been working out, big dog. That's part of the game. It's time to listen to the critics of Paul George's move, even though I'm criticizing him for making the move in the first place. Come on, man. You could do both. Let's hear it, though.
Paul George is not the only person that should be, taking a break from podcasting during the basketball season. I feel like Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart as well need to take a break, because if you're trying to go out there and honestly compete for an NBA championship, that should be your only goal. Anything else outside of that is a distraction, right? I wish I would have walked in the 2008 locker room talking about our podcasting through the season, or anybody else. It would have been smoking, furniture moving around there. So, again, guys need to keep the main thing the main thing. And when you have an opportunity to win a championship, keep the main thing the main thing. Everything else can wait.
Okay.
Okay, keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing ain't the only thing. And if you think that anybody, and I just told this mentee, I was talking to a guy at Columbia, young defensive lineman, and I was like, I want you to be all in, and that doesn't mean you're doing it all the time. Think about it. 8 hours of the day. Let's just break it up into the only thing we universally have in common, which is in one day we all have 24 hours. We all don't have the same starting line, same ending, finish line, and we certainly don't have the same resources, but we all have the same amount of time. That's why I tell my itty-bitties all the time, don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Practice, etc. Don't waste your practices. Don't waste your reps. So let's get back to it. The main thing's the only thing. This is this whole lie that athletes have been going along with. I don't think we made it up, but it gets us paid and it keeps us out of harm's way in terms of criticism and critiques. So you act like all you've been doing is just playing basketball. That's the main thing. That's it. Man, are you kidding me? Cats play video games for hours. So you can't podcast, but you can play video games for hours? Miss me. You be in the streets. You be hanging. You be chilling with her. You can't, that's not basketball. Oh, it's relaxing. Not all the time. First of all, it's a lot of work if it's horizontal. Second of all, not too much, but second of all, you be in the streets. You be going places, etc. Oh, no. 8 hours of the day you sleep. Let's just say sleep, resting, relaxing, chilling. You got 16 other hours. You ever had over a 16-hour practice? You could be at the facility for 8 hours, work 9 to 5, right? That ain't even on the court. You're eating, you're lifting weights, you're going to meetings. 2-hour practice, max. Maybe 3 if your coach is crazy. Anybody else? 3 hours of real on the court, 5 hours of talking ancillary around it and being around it and working out. You still got 8 hours. 8 sleep, 8 there. What's the other 8 doing? They be lying. The main thing. And look, I heard Kendrick say that winning the championship should be your only goal. Yeah, the goal. But the process to attaining that goal can look exactly the same for somebody else that achieves it. You ever heard of that? The winner and the loser, they ain't that much difference. It's just one won and one didn't. Don't act like the losers didn't work hard. Oh, don't do that. Don't be that fool. Don't be the one who's like, oh, the losers, man, they ain't do it. They ain't want it like us. What? They wanted it more than you. Maybe they didn't have it. Maybe they didn't have the talent. Maybe it wasn't their day. Maybe you guys were just a little better. But don't actually cancel me out in the process of making yourself look like you wanted it more or did it because you got it. It's crazy. Okay, so where does this go with Paul George? Like I said, it's not heavy to do a podcast, especially if you're Paul George. You just walk in. What time we filming? Okay, let me do some prep. Let's go. You have 8 hours outside of the 8 hours you were sleeping, outside the 8 hours of basketball to still do this. But it's the optics. They're trying to win this game. It's another pander. It's another pander. How's this going to land? So let me do that. And it's this whole presentation of dedication that we've been forced to do or at least suggested to do as athletes. make sure when you lose the game, you go to the podium sad. But if you left it all on the field, on the court, didn't Lombardi and Wooden say you shouldn't be sad? Because you did all you could. What you sad for? I hate that. Like, dog, if you balled out and you left it all out there, you could be disappointed. But the presentation of the dedication and the disappointment is where I got a problem. And look, I've cried after losses, so I get it. I'm not condemning all. I'm just saying there's a lot of cats that's just trying to act the part with this whole, I'm focused on basketball. If we went through an itinerary of any basketball player ever, I mean, start from Jordan on down, LeBron on down. You know how many events LeBron goes to, activities LeBron goes to? You know how many times Jordan was in the casino? So instead of going to the casino, I go podcast. Oh, but Jordan won. He can do that. You get my point? You can do the same things and don't get the same thing from it. That's why y'all got to miss people with this equity and equality conversation. It's a conversation, but it ain't a realization. You know the game is rigged, and you do the rigging. It's against you. Everybody, rich, poor, it's against us. I don't care who you are. You got obstacles to deal with. Every single person. You can't exist without obstacles, but you got to overcome them. Now, your obstacles may look different than his. My obstacles were gangs and drugs and poverty and low ambition. His obstacles may be despondent parents, no direct contact, parents always on the road trying to be richer, no love in the home. Yeah, y'all better miss me. So the focus is not just one thing. It's many things, knowing which ones to put in order. What did Kendrick say? I just want it all. I want it all. Well, you can have it all. And you are enough if you know that all doesn't mean all the time. Godly. Don't appease these doubters out here, man. Come on, Paul. Get your podcast back and get you may not get a championship. So dog, 30 teams try, 1 wins. 29 are, it's 29 walking around here. You know, it worked for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown last year. It didn't work any other time before. You think they weren't working? Come on, man. This is for y'all. This is for the crowd. This is for the crowd pleasers. And if you're a person that disagrees with me, you're a person that is getting ran ragged, trying to act like you're not giving 100% because you haven't accomplished it yet. No. Don't you understand that that's what resiliency is? Giving 100% and not giving up on that 100%, even if you don't attain it. But that doesn't mean you're not giving 100. It just means you ain't got it. You think only the people that got it were the ones giving 100%? There are people who got it who gave 50%. Yeah, it's called legacy. If I could give, MJ's going to get some things that Daddy had to work 100% to get, and he going to work whatever percent. It ain't 100. And he going to get it. Y'all going to give the same to yours, you and yours as well. So if I'm Paul George, I'm not giving in to these doubters. I'm going to do both. At least I'm going to do one for sure. You can podcast for sure. Championships ain't guaranteed, bro. But, hey, let's give off the impression that all I'm going to do. Oh, you going to shoot better because those 8 hours you already got carved out just for you, you're not going to do this. You rather go to the casino? Jordan did. You rather go to all these events and own companies? LeBron does. Man, they got people in a twist. That's a logical pretzel. And they got you up in there tasting it like it tastes good. All right, go to PrizePicks, play $5, get $50 instantly in promo funds using the code Wiley wins. Oh, nothing hurts me more than seeing people get led astray. Yep, but I'm here to fight. I'm here to fight. Like my man Winton Foster is here to help fight with Project Transition and helping these itty bitties. He made a one-time $40 donation. I appreciate you, brother. That's a great dude, too. Look, help us educate and empower the itty bitties so that they can see exposure and see experiences that will make them and shape them into who they want to be, make their dreams a reality. So they ain't get caught up in, hey, you can't go to college. You better focus on your studies. Oh, you can't have a girlfriend. Oh, you can't go to the mall. What? What? y'all talking about? Oh, my God. And this book right here, Never Shut Up, givers every month. Gym members get this book. It's the Life Opinions and Unexpected Adventures of me, the NFL outlier. I am an outlier. You are too, but I am. I know damn well I am. I'm kind of crazy. Let's go some Bay Area on this one. This is going to be a fun rap because I'm on Hot 100. I'm mad that they told Paul George to stop doing it. And Paul George is like, okay, you right. Now, if you shoot better, so what? It ain't because of that. But, hey, by hook or crook, if it works for you, P, I'm with you. You know you're my dog. But, God dang, don't let them tell you that any different. All right, let's get into this rap. Let's go. Oh, no, that's not Bay Area. Even though he is from here. Yeah, I should do that. Paul's from here. Let's go. Yeah, he from the West. He's from Palmdale. I got to give it to him. Give him love, give him love, give him love. Let's go. Man, Paul's the pod. Nah, PG. God, they got you, man. Let's get this flow on. All right, check it. Yeah, it's playoff P. Time to lock in. No more mic checks, just shots at the rim. No more guests, no more deep convos. Just me and Tyrese and some combos. Gotta focus up, gotta cut distractions. No more hot takes, just playoff actions. I'm trying to get rings, trying to stack up wins. So the podcast on pause, no debates, no spins. Pause the pod. Nah, PG, what you doing? You had the league listening, now the vibe is ruined. You can multitask, get buckets, get views. Now you ghost like a clipper when the playoffs ensue. Ooh, remember those days? Stop talking. You was in your bag, dropping knowledge, throwing shade, keep the swag. Nah, trying to be Kobe. That ain't you. You play RP, dog. You know what to do. Pod give you balance, kept the game fun. Now you pressing too hard, bro. That ain't the one. You need some laughs, some jokes, some flair. Now you all serious? Man, who put you up there? Ha. Whoa, let's be real. Well, you might choke. Even with the pod. It's history, folks? Nah, you healthy. We'll see. But you looking like, don't blame me. You can drop 30. You can play like a king, but don't act like the pod was stopping that ring. MJ had cameras. Ron got shows. But you hit mute like it's gonna make you go? Ooh, man, come on, bruh. Leave them jokes. Come on, bruh. Man, walk through that smoke. Come on, bruh. Don't let them talk you out your game because you know what? It's a damn shame that people think that one can't go with the other. Let me talk to you, my brother, because you're in the city of brotherly love. You know that your game is above, and you're going to let them people underneath tell you what you can't do and make it a belief. Oh, my God, that's going to give you some grief. You still got enough time to achieve everything you want to do, but you must believe. Let me stop playing with you, PP. Go get yours, man. Either way, it's all up.